Rob Manfred on the mound with a young man from the Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. You acted like you were going to throw the pitch, and then look at that bullet right down the middle. Could you have done that, Commissioner?
No, there's no way it would have been that good. There's no way.
Well, Rob Manfred joins us in the booth, a man who lived in Washington, D.C. for 15 years. Mr. Commissioner, great to have you with us. And I remember when you took this job, one of the first things you said was you want to bring this game back to the youth of America. And then you did it on the first pitch right there. Tell us what you meant by that and how you're feeling about returning this game to the youngsters.
Well, you know, it's obviously throwing out a first pitch is a very exciting thing, and the message that we want our fans to get is it's about the kids. So I had an exciting opportunity rather than me doing it. I thought it was a nice symbol to let a kid do it.
The Nationals very proud of their youth baseball academy here. Second inning underway. Daniel Murphy first pitch. Michael A. Taylor center field. Tell us how D.C. came about in grabbing this All-Star game in 2018. What impressed you in your office enough to make this happen?
Well, I'll tell you, the first thing that's important to say, and Mark Lerner said it in the press conference, the Nationals and the entire Lerner family were absolutely dogged in their pursuit of this All-Star game. I thought somebody was going to ask me how dogged, and I was concerned about how I was going to answer that. But more seriously, Washington is just such a great city. It's such an important city internationally. I think it gives the Nationals a huge advantage in terms of making a bid for an All-Star game because it's a great showcase for our game.
Did the Winter Classic have anything to do with that decision and how the Nats handled that whole thing?
You know, all of our teams are capable of handling big events. You know, teams that are in the postseason, teams that have had All-Star games previously. So we were aware of the Winter Classic, obviously, but it was not a big part of our thinking.
So pace of play, you've been talking about that tons. You're probably sick of talking about it. I mean, you couldn't have been happy with how long it took to get back from break. When Max Scherzer was walking around the mound to start this thing up.
No. Look, I do think it's an important initiative. I think that just like at the beginning of spring training, in real games, it's going to take a little bit for the players to get adjusted to how it's going to work in a real game and for the umpires to begin to remind them about what we're trying to accomplish.
I mean, I was talking about it in that spring training broadcast the other day. You could conceivably have, if some warnings are issued with the foot out of the box thing, you know, maybe you're arguing a call, umpire tells you to get back in, strike 2 and strike 3 without, you know, a pitcher even throwing a pitch. I mean, that's the extreme of that rule.
Right. I don't think you're going to see that sort of extreme activity. I think that, you know, I went around to the camps this spring, this spring. I talked to a lot of players. I think you're going to see players cooperate with this. And, you know, our umpires have pretty good judgment about when to push and not push. So I don't really expect it to be a problem.